Oh yeah, I stepped outside for a second and noticed it was twilight, or dawn, or dusk. It's like, oh man, I hope that isn't a sign. What does that mean? Oh no, it's getting scary. I just thought it looked kind of cool. So, I mean, just barely. Shade and hole.
Morning.
Yeah, here, look at this wooden bridge. Yeah, that looks kind of cool, I guess, but then this fog. This fog shouldn't be here. It looks like the map is only loading in a few feet away, but I think they're just doing that as a filter because they want you to think that it looks cool. And yeah, fog doesn't look cool. Really shows the limitations of the time. Or like the city is in a different cell than the rest of the world. Because if you jump over the wall into the town, then you won't land inside the town. You'll land inside a fake town that's different than it. Sounds like we have a modder.
Need something to do?
Contract.
I've got something for you. Could be tough. There are some escaped fugitives for you to find, Meat.
Prison break.
Some real hard cases got out of the Breville prison. Been terrorizing the locals ever since. The watch is useless, so we step in. Get to it.
Fugitives.
Apparently, there are 3 or 4 of them. Real nasty from what I hear. You take care of them. Maybe you'll get lucky and they'll surrender. Find the fugitives. Make yourself useful. It's you.
I think I said go to Breville. Breville. Let's look at this little bridge thing again for a second. Oh yeah, that's very nice. Like a little garden bridge. It's another one of those medieval churches. You don't think they're going too far by putting those into the game, do you? It looks too IRL or whatever. Or it's a retcon? I'm not sure, I don't think so. Thieves Guild doesn't exist.
Have mercy. Just one coin.
Yeah, whoa. This is crazy. Crazy bad or crazy good?
One more coin and
both,
I can
I
get
guess.
a pair of shoes.
Here's something you shouldn't do in real life is talk to homeless people.
Sure, I know about them. Look, you didn't hear it from me. But rumor is they're hiding out in Bloodmane Cave. 4 of them. Bad news. Blessings of you upon you.
Oh wow, when I saw this horse, I thought Shadowmere had came back to me, but I guess, nope, it's just a horse. And yeah, you wouldn't even have used Shadowmere that much because all the missions are so close to fast travel places. But if you really want to ride another magic horse, there is supposed to be a unicorn in the game. But just like the problem you're having with Shadowmere, the unicorn doesn't stay loyal to you. So once you find it, you'll just sort of be able to ride it. I don't know, it's something that you'd have to look up on the internet. Just like everything in Elder Scrolls, Morrowind, and Oblivion. Probably have to look stuff up on the internet in Skyrim too. Where it's almost like part of the gameplay is the like Wikipedia page, or whatever you call it. A wiki. The online strategy guide. Yeah. You know, that's how it goes. That's also like in Morrowind, where you needed to find some kind of key, and the strategy guide online told you where the key was, and it was in some hidden spot, and you would have never found it. And it's like, oh, that's where it is. And you're doing something completely impossible in the game from following instructions online. Yeah, I mean, that used to sort of work a little bit. Same with cheat codes in Grand Theft Auto. You know, those were children. You know, we were older than that. Started taking damage in here. It's probably from these vents. I'm not really entirely sure. I was thinking, oh, I'll use Flare a couple of times. But then I remember, hey, wait a second. I'm in the Fighter's Guild. I should probably just keep on using my sword until I'm in the Mage's Guild. And then I'll just use magic on that Guild Quest series. And yeah, it almost just seems so bad. Like when you're taking the time to do it this way. I know it's also just going on forever. And you're not completely creating the game in your mind when you do this way. But then I'm still creating more of it than I normally would, because I probably didn't listen to the NPCs talk when I actually did used to play the game as a kid. I mean, you would listen to them talk sometimes, but you're probably skipping a lot of dialogue. And like, what were you trying to do when you were playing? You were trying to get gold and level up all your skills to 100? Like, oh, how many Oblivion beats can you do? And you're looking up glitches to do, too. Do you know any more exploits? Is there anything else you figured out in the game that you want to tell me about? Because I'm trying to have the best Elder Scrolls experience that I can. No. Actually, it's kind of weird how my copy of Oblivion is still the collector's edition, and back then it was even like, did you really have to get the collector's edition?
You shouldn't have come for
us. Yeah, it hasn't seen a lot of action since then, but then it's like, oh, so this isn't the Game of the Year edition. It was, at the end of high school, a friend let me borrow the Game of the Year edition, and I spent a week playing that again. Yeah, right. And then it's now. I think I started playing it again when I first started streaming, but I'm not entirely sure. I think I just got stuck in some part. needed to level up or something. Or I needed to find a Daedric artifact, and then I just gave up on it. I barely even know why I'm doing this. Yeah, that's what high school was like, sort of. Oh yeah, those were the best parts. Maybe it is the best Xbox 360 game. Oh yeah, it's better than Skyrim. No, that's what you said about Morrowind. And now, like, Morrowind looks really unplayable. I mean, this seems so bad you wouldn't even think that it could be any worse, but then it does get worse. But I wonder what children are thinking when they're first discovering these video games. It's like, oh, do I want to do that for 100 hours? I don't know. See, sometimes when you step outside into the game's environment, it does still kind of look nice a little bit. I just started repairing my equipment. Yeah, and we used to think it was cool how there were arrows sticking out of you. But if you did get shot by an arrow, you would probably die. Or you would be crippled, or, you know. It would definitely mess you up. That's what happened to Agamemnon, the Odyssey. Got an arrow in the leg. It's like all the good times are over, basically. But then also sometimes people think arrows don't seem that threatening. Probably sell that shield, and you could be opposed to using Daedric or Dremora shields, weapons, or armor because it looks demonic. And you probably don't even want to go through the gate because people can find that offensive too, which is why this video game is kind of controversial. This lizard thing seems kind of tough. It's a Daedric. Yeah, now you're getting the hang of it. Yeah, good job. You can see how the sky changes colors around the Oblivion gate. And now I've got that gate discovered, and when you beat the main storyline, all the Oblivion gates close, and Yeah, you might have thought you wanted to do some of those, but now it kind of seems pointless. I mean, you'd still find some kind of magic item in the Oblivion Gate. Yeah, but it's already taking a real long time to, you know, it's like, am I even going to be able to do the Mages
You've got a
Guild
contract to
and
take
main
care
quest
of. Why are you talking
and
to me?
finish up the Fighters Guild? Or I should almost just abandon the Fighters Guild at this point because
Took care of all of them, did you? And you're still
it
alive.
seems like it's taking so
Fantastic.
long.
You're full of surprises. Here's your payment. Good work.
Just keep on sending me on quest after quest. Alright, we'll go ahead and save here, and it almost seems like you shouldn't even finish the Fighters Guild.
To